right, friend, what you want to go by tonight?
I'll go by first.
You go by first. Well, Miss First, put your right hand up and your left hand on your word, wherever you decide your word is. Okay, hold it just like that. Do you solemnly agree that we have your permission to post this across all of our social media platforms? Is there anything, and I do mean anything, that's off limits you don't want us to ask you about?
I can think of anything. So if you ask, I'll just say pass.
As long as you understand, if you do
Right.
say something that's off limits, you can say pass, no thank you, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
Okay, literally is no pressure. I'm your host, Bangembugg.
It's your girl, Just K for real.
And we got a special guest. She already introduced herself, so tell us where you originally from.
Dallas, Texas.
Okay, with the women, it's stacked.
You think so?
Texas,
Okay.
what?
Oh, well, yeah, they cornbread for you.
For real.
Everything big in Texas.
I'm
right?
trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So you grew up with both your parents?
Yeah, my stepdad, yeah. And my mom, yeah.
So what's your relationship like with your real dad?
May he rest in peace, but he was the rich shit. So, yeah, my stepdad, that's who, showed up.
You try to talk louder too. So
Oh, my stepdad, that's who showed up and showed out. My real dad, may he rest in peace, like I said, but we wasn't, as close like that. So
What made you feel like your stepfather showed up and showed out? What's some things?
he was active in my life.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna lie, he been in prison.
Mhm.
When I was younger, and everything, he did some things. And as I got older, he got out, but then went back. And since I've been living here, I moved here October of 2022. So since I've been here, although I'm grown, I'm just like, I miss my father because I haven't talked to him in years. And so I was speaking to my therapist, and she was like, asking questions or whatever. She was like, reach out to him. So I reached out to my uncle, and I was like, hey, pass the information, because I thought it was still in prison. And he gave me a phone number. They have phones. So I called her, and he was like, how may I help you? And I'm like, Pops. And he was like, Nicole? I was like, where you at? And he was like, I'm at home. I'm like, when you get out? So, baby, I was a whole ocean. I was crying because I was happy to see him.
Yeah.
Then we finally had our reunion last year. So we've been
Locked in.
ever since.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think that was the missing piece. Because, like I said, he been in jail for years. Like when I was young till I got older, had kids, and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them?
No, I got 2 girls. They live in Dallas. They're grown. I got my grandson stay here with me though.
Okay, so what would you say like the most traumatic experience you went through before 18?
One of the most dramatic experience is, gun to my head from a friend that I knew.
A man?
Yeah.
For what?
Rape.
I was about to say for some coochie. Damn. How long y'all knew him?
I knew him years. Like, I was before I was 18, but yeah. We was cool, and been knowing him, from where we stayed at and everything, and I don't know what that was about, but first I thought we were playing, but yeah.
It was not a game.
It is what it is.
You went to jail?
Actually, no, he didn't. Because I think I was at that time, more embarrassed to talk about it. And, sometimes that's why I feel like when some of them ladies decide to say something, they say it when they're comfortable, somebody going to believe them. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I didn't say that. I just dealt with it and moved on. And I think that had something to do with my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, stay quiet, shut the fuck up, so.
Texas got like a pimp culture. You witness a lot of that?
Yeah, actually was dating a guy that lied and said he wasn't a pimp, but then I found out he was when he started trying to talk to me to get on the track or something. Yeah. But then he was like, no, this something I'm trying. But then when he went to jail and his, what they call them, pimping buddies or whatever, started calling my phone, and I was like, Tula, you just lied. Like when he called me, I'm like, so you a pimp for real? Because he didn't give me that pimp vibe. He didn't talk like that with me. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So but I ain't seen him in years before I came here, so I don't know where they are. I guess probably because I don't hang with straight people like that.
So, growing up, was it like a lot of old dudes trying to talk to you, like being young?
Yeah, I've always talked to older guys. Like when I was in my 20s, like dudes like in his 40s.
Mm.
You talking about like high school? You know how like high school?
Oh, high school,
they're
yeah.
older.
They was older.
I mean, by the time she was in her 20s, they was 40. You know, they was like 30 when she was 15.
Yeah, the 20-year-olds be picking up the 16-year-olds.
Oh, well, no. When I was in school, I mean, when I was in school, it was like, if I'm in the ninth, they was in 12th or graduating. They wasn't that old, you get what I'm saying? But once I got 18 or whatever, yeah.
That's what
You
you
gotta
looking
go to their
for?
parents' house, you know, they got their own, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I guess as of right now, like, are you mentally like in a good space?
I am actually. You know, I had to do some self healing. I went through a lot in my not the past relationship that I was engaged once, but the one before that, that's mentally broke me the fuck down. Okay, yeah, like I lost everything with that relationship. Even like when you know what? When I left, I lived in my car, but I felt at peace when I left, and and I didn't leave like, oh, I'm leaving. I just left without,
Saying that?
yeah.
What made you decide you were gonna leave?
Well, the verbal abuse and then the disrespect, and everything like that, and because previously we were together, and then something happened, so I'm like, okay. Moved to a place, I moved to my place, and everything, and then they found out where I stayed, so they got an apartment where I was at. And I was like, yeah, because the Lisa lady, she was like, oh, somebody referred you, and I'm like, don't nobody know I live here, and everything, and yeah. And moved over there, and then something happened to where I lost my job. If you lose your job, you can't afford rent or your car, so I lost everything, and then was like, well, you can come stay with me, and I was staying at first because we wasn't together, Once you're an ex, I ain't never went backwards, But I'm like, okay. So help me move, put my stuff in the storage, and everything was cool. But that same day, it changed. That same day, when I got there, we got something to eat. That phone rung, went outside, and then we came back. Was like, I was like, it's something you need to tell me because for the long you've been, oh, I'm single and this and that, but you go outside, don't question about shit I do, and where this come from? So, and ever since then, I dealt with it. And then, I don't know, I went to my sister's party. This was like years ago, of course, 2016 to this day. Went to my sister's party in August. And August the 13th, I think it was. And I get a text, where the fuck you at when you come get your shit. And I'm like, hey, I think nobody do that. Tell me to get out, and all that, because I always have my own. And so I was trying to, have fun, kick it, but, can't do all that because I'm like, man, where the fuck I'm gonna go? I don't put my family in my business. That was my sister on my dad's side, my real dad's side. So, we trying to,
create a bond.
Yeah, because, she was famous. So, when I left, I just went to the lake. You heard of the Potter's House, T.D. Jakes? You never heard of T.D. Jakes?
I know.
Yeah, so he had, his church I don't know now, but called Potter's House, and it's a lake back there. So I went there and was chilling, and then was like, man, come home and this and that. But I had already made up my mind. I'm like, you know what? That motherfucker gonna go to work. I go to work from 6 to 3. That motherfucker go to work 10 to 7. When I get home, I'm packing my shit, and that's what I did. And then come calling me, where you at? Baby, who are you? I ain't asking for stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't be tripping when girls leave me like this. Just think I always steal shit when they move.
For real?
I had to rebuy towels and socks. They just steal shit every time they leave. I be like, what the fuck?
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not gonna steal nothing from you, because for the most part, even if you get something out of me, I'm not taking it back, because I don't want nothing that I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I took my shit and I left, and everything, and was like, where you at? What you telling me? I was just mad. What were you mad for? Don't you got a hoe? You know what I'm saying? You were doing all this. So yeah, I got to my father. And that was the worst hurt.
So what's verbal abuse to you? Because it differs from different women.
Well, basically just talking at me like I'm a child, like I'm, less than because I lost my job, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have nobody. And the thing about it is I could have went to where my mom was, because she moved with my grandmother, but it was real tight there because, you know, my grandmother, you know, my mother was living with her as, what you call it, home health care. And so they were strict on who stayed there. So I used to just go over there all the time, like, ain't nothing wrong, to take a shower, you know, chill, eat or whatever. Then I go back and get in my car and that's what it was. Yeah, nobody knew. You know, when I go through my shit, I isolate myself. I don't care. I don't call nobody. I don't do nothing. I go through the shit by myself.
I seen something on the internet. It was like people who live longer, like they usually like reach out for help when they going through problems. They say men usually don't do that. That's why women live longer.
Who men don't do that. It could be something as simple as which way I'm supposed to go, and men don't want to ask the questions. Like, I'm just gonna be lost for 30 minutes before I try to do anything to help you.
See, and I'm not the type of person that ask nobody to help me with shit. You get what I'm saying? I go through my shit, deal with it, and I learned how not to sit in it. You know, and everything. I cry, scream, do what I gotta do, but it's called life. Some things are beyond your control, so I just, you know, do what I gotta do and keep pushing. You know what I'm saying?
It's good that you let it motivate you though, because you just kind of use it as fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, versus like you said, sitting in it.
Because I went through that was hurt. That taught me to go hard for myself. You know what I'm saying? Stay working, do whatever, because, you know, fast money, you know, get in trouble, you know, and everything like that. And I'm like, you know what, let me stop doing what I do. And I got these kids, these 2 girls, you know what I'm saying, that look up to me. So let me make sure I do what I need to do to, you know, stay out of jail. Because, you know, jail's my second home.
How many times you been in jail?
I don't know. It got to the point, you know, when you first start going to jail, you ready to get out and everything. But it got to the point where you're in a holdup and, you know, you like, when they, in Dallas, when they take you upstairs, there's no more free phones. And then after the first set, the first round, the next round is going to population. And so it got to the point, it was like, can you have take me to population? Because I got tired. You know, it was like, they knew me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the last time I mean, it was years ago, because
she's like, I ain't got nobody to call.
yeah, I did, the longest I did was 6 months though. I ain't even sitting there like that was easy. That shit wasn't easy. I was like, when you don't know, you don't have like a, what do you call it? A release date? And you don't know what's going to happen? Yeah, it was one of those. And I was just like, but I was in there for a reason. I helped a lot of people for some reason. That's crazy. Like, yeah, I motivated people and was praying for them like I was a prophet or something.
Okay.
I don't know what happened, but yeah, it was like, I seen some changes, you know, and I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't know my calling at the time, you know, but yeah, that was last time. I was like, 6 months was too much. I had friends that went to the pen, and I'm like, I don't see how y'all go back.
Right.
Yeah, nah, it didn't work for me. Because I normally go, get bonded out, get on probation. Okay, I'm good. Not that time. They was like, nope, we keep you. Yeah, so it was a violation though, so.
That's something my parents taught me. Like when they came up here and I was moving, they was like, "You can't do everything by yourself. Like ask for help. Sometimes we could do it." So that made me be like, "Okay, I get it." Because I was so used to doing it by myself. I just didn't know I should ask. But yeah, I always reach out.
I never had nobody that just say ask for help, as far as like a parent wise or nothing like that. But I've had a friend who had no problem receiving help. And I'm like, bro, I'm not like that. He's like, man, so what? And if they say that they did it for you, tell them thank you and ask them, can they do it again? Like, receive it. So now I'm like, okay,
Well,
so
see,
what?
you know, with that, like, I guess it was always disappointment for me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ask, hey, you know, whatever, they're like, well, that prime example when, before I left, you know, whatever, I called a friend of mine. You know, I haven't talked to her, and it was July 28th. People always be laughing to my bitch. She remember them dates. I remember dates. Okay, but it was her birthday, her particular birthday. And remind you, she stayed with me. I really didn't know her, but it was because of a friend was like, you know, I knew her, but not personally. And my friend called me, was like, yo, such and such. I'm not gonna say no name, but it was like, yo, such and such. You know, her, you know, they broke up and this and that or whatever, and I had a 4-bedroom house. And I was like, okay, well, she can come, and she moved with me and everything. They know, but we grew up on, you know, and everything like that. Okay, you know, fast forward, when I went through that, I ended up calling her, and that was me, like, putting my pride to the side, because I don't call nobody for nothing, you know. And I called and I was crying because, you know, me and my ex just got into it, and I'm like, I just need to come stay with you, just come over there, whatever. And I just feel like, because if it was me, girl, just come here, you know, it's my birthday and all that, but come over here, I put the key wherever, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, And she was like, oh, well, just come tomorrow and
Right.
come tomorrow. I need you now. You know, you want to go out. She could have just told me to come. I mean, like what? So when that happened, like I said, disappointment. So it was like they just took me back, put me back in my little box. Like
Yeah. Asking for nothing.
right. And we just started back talking a couple of years ago and everything. And I had to talk to her and tell her like they really bothered me because I didn't even know you. You stayed with me, and I bet you didn't have to pay nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know I ain't the type to live with nobody because I'm too old to get. I don't got time to be. You know what I'm saying? So.
What she said?
She was just like, I know that's what it was, because, you know, we stopped talking and she apologized or whatever, but one thing I ain't gonna never do, you know, is I'll fuck with you, but I know how to fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I can't depend on you when it comes to certain situations. So, yeah.
Okay. I guess if your kids had a survival guide, like what story would you tell them from your life to like put in that survival guide?
What story?
Yeah.
Ooh, to put in their survival guide, I basically, well, you know what, I was telling them to try to seek help from somebody because I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to, you know, be open. Don't, you know, put your pride to the side. So, you know, because some, you know what they say, closed mouth don't get fed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you can't always figure it out by yourself because it's somebody out there that's willing to help you, but they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they don't know, they can't help you, you know, and everything. But I'm still stuck in that way because I'm just, even like if I'm in a relationship or whatever, here's the thing, I don't feel like I should ask for shit. Because you fuck with me, I'm a grown woman, I'm independent, I don't want your money, but it's a given, you're going to do what the fuck you're supposed to do. Here, because you're gonna be the provider. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to do what I do too, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But see, the thing is, you know, my ex-best friend used to be like, bitch, you be buying motherfuckers cars and shit. I can't fuck with you, you know, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a giving person. So it ain't to the point where, you know, take it. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know,
It's
so
support.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, you know, because I am a lesbian. You know, having dealt with a guy since '04, right? So when I was dealing with niggas, you know, it was all I've always dealt with the cheating, but I stayed breaded up. Right? You know, they took care of me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I used to always be like, oh, nah, I don't see how she do it. Motherfucker doing all that. I wouldn't be leaving. But when I was in that position, yeah, I was about 4. I was like, man, fuck him. I changed my number and left and went to the suburbs. And I ain't seen him like 2 years later. But I had met this girl, was with her for like 5.5, 6 years. I was the breadwinner. She was a house food, whatever you want to call it. All she did was cook, you know, clean, but I took care of her, you know what I'm saying? And all that, I'm like, damn, I ain't used to this, but I know if I fuck with you, I want good for you, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing that and everything, and you know, oh, you cheating, I might well be by myself, but then got with another girl, grew to love that bitch, but I didn't, we weren't supposed to be together, let's just be real. That bitch, a Virgo, that's what I call her, you know what I'm saying? Virgo, you know, she was just the biggest liar, but she was a damn good provider, so I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what, but because she lied, because all she had to say, hey, I'm this, you know, you cheat me. Even the thing about it, when she cheat, her exes tell me, like, you know, but I'm like, okay, so I left that.
They was calling you or like?
They'll come.
How the hell
But
they
you
get your
know,
number?
see, here's the thing, I've never been that girlfriend that get into it with your ex bitches. You know what I'm saying? I was in my baby daddy's wedding. I'm just playing. Once we done, we done. Now, if I'm still going through, you know, hurting or whatever, you know, I gotta get past that point. But with her, I wasn't hurt when I left. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? The bitch sent me to jail and shit. You know, so it's like, oh, girl, you're a police bitch, even though you started this shit. You know, you can't have a hoe in my house. Like, come on now. So,
oh my God.
yeah, one of them. You know, you don't know how you never know what you're gonna do until you're in that situation, because you could say, oh, if that was me, but yeah,
That's a fact.
no.
Motherfucker, he do that.
Yeah.
Somebody in your house.
And the crazy part about it is, we got into it, and I went to my friend's house, and Halloween 2012. I went to my friend's house, and she called in, and you know, I'm sorry, and this and that. This before, you know, the girl came over there, but I questioned her about this girl before, you know. And when they say it ain't like that, it's like
that.
right, it's like that. So you know, I went from my friend's house, went to work, but you know that feeling. I kept saying I'm feeling something. And I called my friend. I said, bitch, I don't know what's going on. Now, mind you, she's off on Thursdays or whatever, but she has her work truck, and she have the car I bought her, and she has her truck. I have my Charger. That's all I got. And I got off and I called. I mean, I went, for lunch or whatever. I go, when you're used to where you stay, the cars around your area. So I see like 2 little cars, little Lexus and little Acura. Hey, I got a good memory, okay? And I'm looking, I'm talking to my friend, and I'm like, bitch, it's 2 new cars here. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, okay, you live in apartments. I said, bitch, I don't know. I just feel it. So I put that key in that door and couldn't get in my own house. Because she had the very top locked. I'm like, knocking on the door, bitch, you here. Because these, the vehicles are here. I went to the other door because it was 2 doors. Couldn't get in. I'm like, okay, this bitch got something going on. So I went in the other breezeway talking to my homegirl and, the side beach or whatever. And
you had a side beach too?
Yeah, we'll get to, yeah. I mean, I ended up having
We'll get to that.
You know what I'm saying? But it like ended up happening because this bitch wanted to go back. Yeah, so they was on the phone. It was like, so I had to put on Facebook. Might well go back. What I say? Go back to work from lunch. Can't get in my own house. That's what I put. I had on school. Even though I work for a medical company, in a medical field. And a girl came out with her all over her head, and I had my screws on. I was like, hey, what's your name? And she was like, Kendra Scott. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. So after that, I want to go get into it with her. So we're talking. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So of course she lied. I kicked her out. Girl, you can't kick me out. Let's put there.
She said she kicked you out the apartment.
She kicked me out. Yeah, she kicked me out. And the girl was like, she knew it was something because it's when you and your mate together, then it's just started happening. You got to go together. It's like we became roommates, basically. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she was like, she kicked me out. She said she knew it was something because she wouldn't let her go in the room. And so as I'm talking to her, it seemed like I was a side bitch. Because she was like, she lying. And talking about me, I'm lying. And then my homegirl was on speaker. She was like, you a motherfucking lie. She was going out on her way. Yeah, because she was bad. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me like that. So this bitch decided to get in between us while we're talking like adults. Get in between us, turn her back, and was like, babe, get in the car. Talk. Yeah, I lost him. To this day, that bitch died. Yeah, that bitch. Yeah, I bust her eardrum. She had me fucked up. Girl, what? Like, nah, you don't play me like that. So you got police and went to jail. Yeah.
Babe, get in the car.
Babe, get in the car.
In my face.
In my face. I was like, I ain't never had nobody do no shit like that, girl. And I'm up here trying not to give you that, that sauce. Because bitch, I like to fight. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I don't understand. Y'all women be in just as much drama with women as they do with men, and that's what make y'all go to women. So what's the point?
Well, no. That wasn't my case, because people like, oh, you started fucking with women because, the shit you went through with men. No, it's not that. It wasn't supposed to happen. What it was, the first girl that I started fucking with, I met her through mutual friends, straight friends, and I was with my dude. I told her, I gotta do whatever the case may be, and we were just friends. But then something happened to where, my little Ford had fucked up. I didn't know this bitch a month, and she ended up buying me a car. And I'm like, oh, this what the bitch stuff. That's where I was at with that. Okay. They said, buy me a car, and then I started getting a whole check, and I'm like, what the hell? I should have put my coochie. Okay.
I'm not playing. So you not eating coochie?
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
I've been since 04, so it's been 20 years. Yeah. Now I don't be fuck with everybody. Now I have fucked with some what you call it, touch me outs, which is fine. Okay, I ain't gotta touch you, whatever. But yeah, my ex-fiance, did the dude. Everybody did that.
Your ex-fiance was a girl. You feel like you could be with a woman forever? Well, you did say you were a lesbian.
Ooh.
Girl.
So you don't miss me?
Well, here's the thing with that. We got straps and we got size, and you can pick a size, and you ain't gotta worry about it getting soft, but let me be honest with you.
That's fair.
Somebody asked me, they was like, what is it when it comes to men and when it comes to women? And I told them the truth, my experience. Like I said, I can't speak for nobody else. When I dated men, they never showed me that vulnerable side. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. And it's like, with the woman, they do. The guys that I dated was always hardcore, and like they gave me the image as they don't give a fuck until I leave type shit. I don't, whatever. So when I met this, met females, it was different. You know what I'm saying? And people like, y'all go to female because they can eat pussy better. No, the fuck they can't. Let's just be real. There's some they got, could do what they do. I'm not gonna sit here and be acting like all these women know what the hell they doing because I had a bitch that bit my cooch and I ain't understanding. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the hell?
Don't ever do that.
They're like, why'd you bit my clit?
Bruh, I had a man do that. I'm like, who taught you that? Who let you do that?
So you know what it feels like. That does not feel
Yes.
good. You know, like.
Girl.
And that was the only thing, you know what I'm saying? But also, me being with a woman, I didn't have an orgasm until 2009. I didn't even know that it was an orgasm until I was 10. He was like, bitch. I said, so you didn't tell me this?
You messed with the wrong kind of
That's what it had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, it had to be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no man to do what was done, and I didn't even understand that. I was like, called my friend right after. I ain't never called my friend right after I had sex. Like, bitch. Turn came about and everything. She was like, oh my God, bitch, you had an orgasm. I was like, I thought I was already had. She told me, apparently not.
Okay.
So you just come. It's a difference. I'm like, oh, so you know.
There's a difference.
But I'm not gonna lie. I have thought about, some years ago. I was like, man, fuck these bitches because they full of shit, right? So I call myself, try to go back, say whatever, like, so they talking to dudes, whatever. And as I'm talking, we went on the date and everything, and I'm sitting there like, these men now versus then, they too catty. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no man that's going. I'm not gonna be with no man that want to go back and forth with a bitch on social media.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be with no man that's just, when I say catty, like talk like bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I'm talking to my homegirl. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, these niggas are different. You know what I'm saying? Versus the guys that I've dated. Now I'm not saying you gotta be all gangsta and thuggish, but nigga, you talk too much. You know what I'm saying? Like you telling me. And I'm never gonna be with a nigga that down talk his baby mama, and I don't got time for that because you get mad at me, you gonna talk shit about me. So, and that's what I, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I don't understand. You know.
Do you think you would ever deal with a man, like, say you met a man who was giving man, but at the same time could give vulnerability, and you, like, that's giving a real man, because a real man has all of those parts. He might not listen to you as much as a woman would, but it's like he gets it enough.
Some women don't like when you listen to them, and you can repeat back, because it'll be like something they said, and you be like a woman told me, like, she kissed her best friend or something who was a guy. So when I was like, basically, you don't need to have male friends, but then you kiss your man. She was like, why the fuck you remember that? Like, so they'll get mad if it's like something that's against them, and it's not.
You remember?
Yeah, it's not gonna help their argument. So
I like people to listen to me. It's like, okay, you heard that? I did. When I say that, because if you could tell me when I said it, I lost. If you can't tell me, I'm winning. It didn't happen.
But a man, he eat it and you come, and he hit it and you come. With a woman, they just eat it. Well, they eat it. So.
Nah, they eat it and you come too, out your body.
Yeah.
For real, it's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. But the question is, if you could meet like a good man, do you think that you would be with a man?
I love women. I'm done with men. God would have to.
Be careful what you say now, because
God would have to touch this shoulder and say, "Hey, go back." And that means he must fit to bring somebody that's really like for me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't go out for, I can like you today and I like you tomorrow. I don't want to be with you because I like you. You like me. I have to have a connection with you. Period. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to do when I did go on a date with a guy years ago. I was like, trying to get a connection, and I just couldn't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to sit here and say I connect with every woman I meet either. People tend to say, oh, you difficult, this and that. Why am I difficult? Because I'm calling you on your shit. I'm telling you what I'm not going to tolerate. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So, I mean,
what's something that's come off difficult? What's one of your, I guess, standards?
Okay, I would tell you this, and y'all can call it what you want. But my friends had to see my point of view. So I started talking to this girl. I had been knowing her, and we started talking or whatever the case may be. And the first time, when you know somebody, you don't see them in that light till you actually start talking to them, right? And so she came to visit or whatever, and her shoes was too big, right? So I was just like, okay, whatever. But then we went out to eat, or whatever. A few days later, what I'm saying, she had on some more shoes that was too big, and I was sitting there like, why she wearing these big ass shoes? You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Then You know, they say 3 times or whatever, but then I was telling my friends, I'm like, you just keep wearing tonight. So you gonna stop? I say I'm about to start talking to her because I'm trying to figure out why she wearing the big ass shoes, right? Or whatever. And then when she came back, she had on some Crocs. Okay, I ain't worried about them. But when you wearing some old like flip flop tennis shoes, I'm confused. So I just felt like she don't know how to make good decisions. So I didn't talk to her because why the hell you want to be walking around here with some bozo ass shoes and you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with your feet.
So my mother just gave her.
I was about to say, what if they was like hand me downs or something too?
Well, she wasn't acting like they was the way she, you know what I'm
She
saying?
was
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Not even just so that how she carried herself. You know what I'm saying or whatever. So I mean, she could, but no, yeah. And but then come to find out she was basically once she was a bum. So yeah.
So they was probably somebody else's shoes.
She stole them.
Is that what so you gonna steal some shoes that you can't fit? But at the end of the day, I just feel like they were, but it was different shoes though. So I just feel like at the end of the day, you can't make good decisions. You could have went to DSW, whatever that store is. You know what I'm saying? Like
some people don't. I had a girl.
She was working.
She wanted me to cash out for $5. Like niggas be fucked up for real out here.
$5.
Yeah, women be fucked up.
You gonna be like what, $3 and something?
Women be fucked up out here, so people just can't go get some $10 shoes or motherfuckers be
what the hell
starving out here. From bus fare or something she was asking for.
I can't speak on that. Okay, but here's the thing, like when I meet you, you know, I don't tell a person, oh, I want a person like this, I want a person like that. I'm not gonna give you the blueprint because what happens is I can tell you I want this type of person. You're gonna portray yourself as you're that type of person. Now when you're being somebody else, I'm gonna end up eventually saying because you're not gonna be able to uphold it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I tell you like through conversations what type of person I am and what type of person I want. You know, and everything. And I was dating this one girl, and she just steady breaking bread or whatever. And I'm sitting here like I want something more. Quit loving me with your hand, not your heart. You're doing these things for me because you want to be with me. That's for the wrong reasons. I don't fuck with motherfuckers that broke bread with me. I don't want you for your money. If I tell you, for an example, if I say, I need to pay my car note, something came up or whatever, but you want to go buy me some damn Jordans or something like that, girl, you could have paid my damn bill. You know, so I look at stuff like that. If you're not paying attention, then what the fuck I'm gonna be fuck with? I look at shit like, I'm looking for longevity. So if something happens, I don't need you worrying about materialistic shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if, you know, you get your hair cut or you get your hair, babe, go get your shit done. You don't have to ask me. I pay attention to that. If I want you to look good, then you're gonna look good. Prime example, my mother. She don't like foreign cars. You know what I'm saying? She like, you know, get her Chrysler, whatever. And her dude basically bought her a Benz. So when she called me, she was like, well, yeah, so bought me a car. She wasn't even happy. And he knew that she didn't like foreign cars. I'm like, you don't sound happy, man. She was like, well, you know, I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? And my point I'm making is, you buy her a luxury car because you like it, not because she like it. And so if I'm telling you what I like and all that, and you go do something because you like it, that's not paying attention to me. You know, so that's where I'm at with that, you know, and everything. So it is what it is.
It seems hard to please.
Really?
I do, and you're not the first person that said, well, why do you say that?
I mean, it just seems like you just take a lot. Like you one of them women, it's like you have to prove a lot before the wall come down. Like, and sometimes it just be like, I don't feel like doing all that. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of how I am, like a girl. Like some girls, they'll give you a Google number, so I gotta work to get your real number. They won't tell you where they stay. It's like you gotta work for every single thing. Like so.
Well, you have to look at it like this because you say they won't tell you where they stay, but you know you have these men out here. You know they get it. You know they feel a way if they get rejected and they want to pull a gun out and shoot at a bitch. I mean that's what I've been seeing. Is you know even on social media like. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. I had a guy that was trying to talk to me at a gas station. And I was like, I'm good, you know, I'm good or whatever. And he threw his money out when I was trying to pay. And he was like, I got it. And I'm like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And he was like, oh, you don't like nobody take care of you? I'm like, I'm good. Like, I wasn't in that. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. First of all, he was too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you approach a woman. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So the guy was looking. I was like, I got it, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fine. I go to the gas station. He followed me or whatever like that. I'm like, oh my God, I got a girlfriend. Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. So I got a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you fuck Kelly. You know what I'm saying? And he just kept going. And then when he see that I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, jumping, oh, fuck you, bitch. And this and that. And I just started laughing because you fist to get hit up. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So it's just
protection.
Right. And it's not to the point I'm difficult. But when you reach a certain age and you done been through a lot and seen a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because if you think about everybody, every relationship I've been in has cheated. And I was the one that always gave chance after chance after chance after chance. That was me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm holding myself accountable for that because I feel like if I keep giving you chance, then why am I mad at you? I keep, accepting you back. So when I meet people, whatever, it ain't to the point that, it's hard to prove something to me. Just be you and be genuine and don't lie. I'm a player. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me, if I ask you, okay, what are you looking for? What do you want? You want to sit here and say, oh, let's just kick it. Okay, we gonna do that. But then don't sit here and say you want to be with me, because when I date casually. I don't date just one person no more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, I'm dating others now. If it comes to the point where, we decide, you know what I'm saying, then that conversation will be had. Whatever. But don't tell me, you just into me, you want to date me, and then I go that route with you, just dating you, but then I'm finding out about these other bitches. You could have kept it real because I'm gonna do what you do, but they don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about me being difficult. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, gonna give you the same fucking frequency. But if it's on some negative shit, then I'm gonna leave you alone. But I'm not hard to please as long as you do what you're supposed to do. I do what I'm supposed to do, because here's the thing. Motherfuckers all day want to sit here and come over your house and fuck you and all that, or whatever the case may be, and you're going to do it. You ain't asking, right? Say you kissing on me or whatever, and it lead to sex. Okay, fine. So why the fuck do I have to ask you for money? You should just do it. You see me cleaning up, won't you clean up?
Yeah.
And I'm like this. If I'm working, because I'm telling you this because this is how I was. If I'm working and you're working, this shit gonna be equal. You finna clean up too. You finna wash these dishes and do all that, because it just got to the point.
Even if I'm paying the bills?
Let me go there. I see, that's the thing. It just got to the point where me and you both working. All you have to do is come home, take a shower, and you done. That's it. But then I'm working, I'm tired too. But I'm gonna keep my house clean. I'm washing your clothes, folding your clothes, doing all this shit for you, fucking you, and all you doing is just paying the bills. Now, if we both paying the bills, nigga. No, if we both paying the bills, then you doing some shit too. How about
fuck that? You not paying the bills.
I'm not paying the bills.
Yeah, I'm paying.
I'm not paying no bills. I'm making my own money.
Yeah.
Oh well, hell, if I get that, then that's what happened. But I ain't
like,
getting that.
or some women be like, you pay all the bills, and maybe if we go on the trip, I'll pay for that. Or
Maybe.
Yeah, some women to do that. They'll just do the extra shit, but all the bills and shit, I got the food, all this. But she might want to like, do a trip or something. She'll pay for it or something like that. But
well, the thing is, if I have, like, I'm gonna say, like, if I'm a housewife, but I can still work and get my own money. You know what I'm saying? But they doing all of this, then I'm gonna cater like a motherfucker as long as your ass ain't cheap. I'm gonna cater. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. You want a home cooked meal? I ain't cooking every day. Probably 3-4 times a day, especially Sundays. It'll be the big meals. You know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. But other than that, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do and being that damn good provider, then I'm going to be submissive. And that's the thing. People always want a submissive woman, but you're not giving a woman a reason to want to be submissive. It's something that just naturally happens. You know what I'm saying? But if you're supposed to be doing all these things and then something happened and this woman have to turn alpha, then that ain't her fault, because you're not holding it down like you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So yeah, if I had somebody that just made me feel at ease and I could be in my soft girl era, hell yeah. You got me and I got you. But I haven't met that. That's, like I said, that's me, my experience. You know what I'm saying? So
everything she's saying sounds straightforward though. It don't sound difficult to do. It's like, just pay attention. Like, that was kind of like the number one.
But I'm just saying, as far as like you getting close to them, it's like it'll take a while, because she always think you up to something.
But she don't seem like that, because she keep getting played.
I always think you up to
all
anything.
Her relationship, she like,
I got played. Each relationship. So with the Verho or whatever, I decided, hey, let's do a party. Back then, you don't think they was ever just like, have another girlfriend. Child, I was doing it for the wrong reason, because the bitch one, whatever. But at the same time,
what you doing it for?
Because the bitch wasn't doing what she's supposed to do. And it wasn't fucking me good either.
I would have did it for the money.
Yeah, that too. But 3 incomes better than 2.
Yes, girl, what? Give me
But
the
that didn't work out because they was getting into it. Like, I go out of town and I'm getting called like they my kids. You know, like this bitch, I'm like, oh my God. Like, this bitch just, well, because she was a girly girl and she decided to cut her hair. And so when she had came and she had on like guy clothes, I was confused. I was like, what you doing? And she was like, I said, you ain't gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? When she came out there, she was like, what the fuck? Like, oh, I ain't doing that stuff, and all that or whatever. But yeah, later on down the line, you go fuck a nigga behind my back. Okay. But anyways, you know.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, niggas, I mean, female, yeah, that's another thing
But
too.
that's, yeah, like, girls got a lot going on. I mean, that
like,
was,
you see these thug girls be acting all hard.
no, they are like the biggest girly girls though. Like, they be crybaby studs.
Yeah,
They be crybabies. You be
But
like,
I'm saying
"Girl,
you
what
have
you
like
do?"
these thugs acting real hard or whatever, like this and that and that and this, and they over there sneak digging. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah.
real. And you be like,
That's
how you get pregnant?
Nah, for real.
But you know their excuse?
But
Oh, I got raped. Now, not the ones, you know, because, you know, women are, you know, they bear children. Okay. But, you know, hey, if you want to have a child, you have a child. I don't knock that. I don't knock that for no stud. Hey, that's a beautiful thing. But then when you sitting here and making it seem like you went through this or whatever like that, knowing that you went in, you know,
You did
got some dingling, because that's free.
right.
And easy. You already got to pay all that money. You know what I'm saying or whatever. Just say you did that.
Right.
I'm not going to judge you. I'm just not going to
How you get pregnant? That's the answer. That's the question.
You still saying rape like that?
Yeah.
They use it like.
I ain't seen, but I'm not around like studs a lot. But I know I always hear about like homeboys. They be like, nah, this stud, she be. But it be like, studs got the best body, so I get it. Like, if I was a dude, I'd probably be after them too.
I don't be after no stud, even though there's some big booty studs.
Man, what?
Oh, yeah,
Nice
yeah,
body.
they be like, nigga. I be sitting there too, because, baby, yeah.
They be looking fire under them clothes. Like, girl, take that sweat
And
off.
they ain't have to have no BBWs.
Okay.
I mean, BBLs and BBWs.
Right, right.
BBLs and stuff, you right. So, yeah, be some fine stuff.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, a memory you would like to relive, and a memory like you would like to erase.
A memory I would like to erase. I would like to erase one of my uncles. I would like to erase, you know, the things that I went through with him. A memory. I would just love to remember anything and everything when it came to my grandmother. As you know, I mean, I was in my mom's life, but my granny was my granny. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So anything with her, even though I used to get in trouble for everything, because that's why they call me first, because I'm old on both sides. But
Me too.
you are, yeah. So yeah, but anything I could erase. I don't regret everything I went through because it made me who I am today, and I've learned a lot. But if I could erase a memory, that would be the man that I don't call my uncle no more. But you know what I'm saying? The things that he did to me. You know what I'm saying? So.
Is your mama sister? I mean, mama?
No, my dad.
Your daddy, brother? Did you tell?
So as a child, you know how they put fear in your heart. You know, whatever. And I did. And I was mad at my mom for a while because if I'm like when it comes to my girls, if they going over, you know, you've been around them or whatever, and they not, you know, they love being around you, then all of a sudden I don't want to be with, you know, whatever. You're gonna question it like, wow, what's changed? You know what I'm saying? My mom didn't pay attention to that because I used to cry every day every time she go to work because he was babysitting. And yeah, and he used to do certain things or whatever. So he ended up going to jail because he did that to my sister, and he had been doing that with her longer. But the thing with that is, my cousin walked in, and he was making her give him head, and she's younger than me. Now that he never made me do, but he used to, you know, rub his fingers across everything, like, you know, whatever. And so he went to jail for that. He was in jail for a long time. When I faced him, my kids were on, you know, at my mom's house. I had just washed my hair. This was like probably 98 or 9, I want to say. And he knocked on the door. And mind you, I haven't seen him. I blocked it out. I forgot, actually. But when I opened that door, when you know how on TV how you see flashbacks, I seen flashbacks and I was like, I froze. I froze and I was telling my mama and she was like, no, because you would have told me, you know, still not listening. And then I'm like, okay, whatever, I just left. But I didn't see him again until 2014 when my cousin Christina died. Because he went back to jail because my brother sent him to jail because he tried to chastise him. And because he was on probation, he went back to the man. So I didn't know he was out. So we was at my cousin Christina's funeral. And my mom was like, oh, let her out. And that's when I started crying. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't even crying because my cousin died because she was sick. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And that's when I started crying or whatever. So when we get ready to leave, she was like, London, come over, come see me.
Your mom?
Yes. And I went the fuck out. And I don't even curse in front of my mom. I went the fuck out. He turned around or whatever. And I was like, and I kept telling my mama, like, I started blaming her. I'm not going to even lie. I started blaming her or whatever. You never told Mama, I did tell you. I told you when I seen him, when he came to your house, like, but I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? I went home. I was not going to go to no burial. But then my Uncle Leroy had asked my mom, where I'm at? And she was like, told him. And when she told him, my sister Sandra that he did that when she was young, was like, he touched my sister too, because nobody knew. And my mom said she got a rig and went upside his head at the burial site. But yeah, I don't deal with it. And my stepdad didn't know till he got out the penitentiary. He just found out last year.
It was your stepdaddy, brother?
No, because I was in there. No. Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I had an ex. She used to let her daughter stay over somebody's house, and there used to be a man over there, and they was like, the cousin, they didn't have an extra room, so her daughter would sleep in the room with the boy. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
that's not normal.
Yeah, like, she was like, she didn't have no choice because she had to go to work, so that's how we think.
But nothing ever happened though, right?
I don't know. Like, I just felt like it's just as bad, even if it don't, because you put him in that situation.
Yeah, you do. You're right. And there's a lot of sickos out here, so.
Never know. Yeah, I did mess up this time. Blame the period, don't blame me. That too, you dealing with women on y'all period. Oh my God, I be boxing in my house.
See, that's the thing. I don't have those problems.
You don't have a period?
No, I have cycles and stuff, but I don't know, because, you know, some people like, oh, when I'm on my cycle, they do this, they do, you know, I don't.
You don't get an attitude?
Right. I just get to myself or whatever. Girl, I'm a big ass baby, because I cramp hard. So, girl, I be a big ass baby, and if I'm with somebody, I be all up under them. Like, girl, I'm a. They be like, girl, you so old to be, girl. I am a baby. I still throw tantrums, okay?
Okay.
For real, so.
They going crazy. Me and my best friend was just talking about it. I'm like, I got like a week of regular life every month, because like it's like 2 weeks of PMS, and the 3rd week I'm on my period. That 4th week is like I'm coming off, but it's regular. What? I got 1 week that I'm on my period, but like the 2 weeks prior, I'm preparing for my period. It's like a week of PMS, and like I'm pissed off. I'm eating everything. Like that's this right now. I'm eating everything. I catch attitudes. I
don't do that.
What? I might be crying, like stuff already.
That's crazy, but I be hearing people talking about their stories when they be on stage cycles, and I be sitting there like, I don't have those. I don't.
That's how I know it's coming.
But then people be like, you know, I've been told I was mean all my life. My mom used to be like, oh girl, you just mean.
My mom said.
My mom used to say that too, but babe, I couldn't be your friend if I was.
Yeah, she be like, you don't need no friends. You don't like nobody. I'm like, for real.
And I feel like I'm sweet, so
right,
like maybe because I, you know, if she say I'm mean, maybe because I've been like that, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, I know, because I try to be nice.
Yeah.
So like once it started wearing off and I started being a B word, I'm like, oh, she's coming.
Yeah.
It's that time. I catch an attitude or I tear up real quick. I'm like, oh, I'm about to be on my period.
You get emotional?
Yes, girl. Be like, I know I ain't no B. I know I ain't pussy.
It's crazy.
Girl, I'm trying to tell you, be real, super real.
Yeah. But no, I just, I be chilling though. And because I, you know, like I said, I'm still, you know, fairly new here or whatever. I be meeting people, but for the most part, I have like, I have a friend here that she been here like 12 years, but she stayed in Dallas. And we had mutual friends and everything like that. And so when I came here, me and her kicked it a few times or whatever. We still stay in touch. And I have another friend, she's straight. She moved here with her boyfriend like months prior. So, or whatever, before I moved here. But I don't really be like, hey, let's do this, because I'm single. She in a relationship. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? You know, that boy be like, oh, ever since first came, yo ass always, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, now we're not gonna even,
Right.
But like for the most part, I dance, I teach dance and all that or whatever.
What kind of dance? Huh?
Burlesque.
Burlesque, yeah.
I do that. I don't dance nude.
Okay.
Or whatever like
Not even
that.
for your man?
Huh?
I mean, not even for your girl or your man?
I mean, that's different. I'm saying when I'm out. Okay? Yeah, but
That's lit.
So, and I'm with these models, elite baddies or whatever, and so like when I'm with them, that's business. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody outside of it. So for the most part, I'm at home because I work from home.
What you do?
I work medical insurance for psyops.
They pay good?
I was about to say they hiring.
They hired. I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but they hired.
They hiring.
But they hired, yeah. They are hiring.
What's the qualifications? I'm trying to get me a
Well, it just really depends, but the qualification just customer service, but you're calling medical facilities, hospitals. You're not talking to no customers to get medical records for on behalf of the insurance company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You don't like that in.
Hey, you can come and sit down. Just walk behind the camera. Hey. Hey. Hi.
So yeah.
Oh, what's good, friend? Oh, don't come behind in front of the camera. I'm gonna see you. It's the couch right there if y'all want to sit down. It's a chair.
I guess your last act of kindness.
My act of kindness was letting this homeless lady and her 2 kids stay with her.
What made you do it?
Cause she was, well, I used to see her, and everything like that, and I didn't know or whatever, but she needed her boots, so they asked me for like boots or cables and whatever. So I didn't have it, but security went to help her, but her 4-year-old, kids talk, and he was like, yeah, we sleep in our car, and I'm like, what, and everything. So he started telling me, and I was like, oh, okay. Then the 12-year-old, his sister, came over there, was like, what we doing it or whatever. So in the process of that, I was getting ready to leave, and he just started fucking with me. And I was like, because she was saying basically they were staying with their aunt, and they can't get in the house until she get there, one of them. And so I had a 2-bedroom when I was staying by myself, so I was just like, well, y'all can come. And it was the kids for the kids, though, whatever. But she stayed with me, and the kids was the oldest, the 12-year-old. She ended up going to school over there and everything. And even when my lease was about to be up in like 2 or 3 months, but I had already found a place. And I was like, well, you can just stay the rest of the lease and everything. And she was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. But then her sister was basically, I don't trust that, you shouldn't do that. You want kicked out though,
right?
Like,
She can't come in your house.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, you just leave when I leave then. You know what I'm saying? And she was dating. Sweet, but her daughter keep in touch with me still.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she like just checking on me, like, how y'all doing? And she like, why can't I see you move to Atlanta? Why can't come with you back? I didn't even really know them, but but of course,
They in Texas?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm trying to come out there.
She was trying to move to Atlanta. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, girl, I just took my grandson.
Okay.
And he's 10. I am not gonna do no more kids. Yeah. So.
Let's do one more. Okay, something you been into a friend you should have kept to yourself.
That I should have kept to myself. You know what? If I vent to you, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be one way or the other. You're gonna either not say none, or you're gonna say something. So I prepare myself for both because I don't trust those. That's just what that is. So I don't.
Why you dating them?
Huh?
You say you don't trust hoes?
I don't.
Why you dating?
Friends.
Oh, friends.
People.
Yeah.
Okay.
They give me a reason not to trust them, then it is what it is. I had a best friend for 35 years, just stopped fucking with her literally some months ago.
It'd be like that. Why y'all stop talking?
She was just lying. I don't get into it over no bitches or nothing like that, but if I tell you, you could have just told me. I ain't no fuck with that hoe, but you was lying. Oh girl, she did this, you didn't even get it, but okay, whatever. Well, you know how to do. So she just kept lying, so when I found out from somebody else, I was like, you should have just told me because I told you to fuck with her, but you lying. So if you gonna lie to me on some shit like that, then I don't even want that. But it was other things that was leading to that. I can't pour into your cup and my shit. So yeah, I left. I'm just over it.
No, it'd be like that with people.
Yeah. If I could stop fucking with my own sister, I could stop fucking.
Hello? It'd be like that. My family. If I could cut my family off, I could cut you off.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
so.
No, for real.
Go ahead.
So what's something we haven't asked you about? Why you looking at me like that? Like,
What you about to ask me?
No, what's something we haven't asked you about that our audience should know about you before we go?
What have I done for revenge?
Ooh, nobody ever said a new question. What you did for revenge then, Frank?
Burnt this house up.
Left eye burned it up?
I don't know how she did it, but I had to go back because he didn't say nothing.
What?
I had to go back to look see because he didn't say nothing.
So was it?
But he didn't find out I did till 2012. I was already fucking with females at the time.
Was it to the ground?
It was gone. Yeah, because I kept passing. It was like, I know his house. It's on this street, me and my friend. And my dad used to always tell me, if you do something, do it by yourself because you ain't going to snitch on yourself, you know, and everything. But for some reason, my friend wanted to go. My friends used to always want to go on these escapades with me because they be like, bitch, you your ass, bitch. You know, I be having ass doing shit or whatever. But I already had my apartment. I met him. We ended up getting a house. He ended up sneaking getting a house outside of us to do his dirty stuff. And I found out about the house 2 something in the morning, you know.
I heard doctors do this. They
Well,
have their
I
side
was
business.
calling myself trying to just burn up the porch and the tree. That was the whole thing. And I parked down the street, girl, and I, you know, got some gasoline. And
This is all for dramatic purposes. There's no arson being done. There's no pressure.
No. It happened years ago, over 10 years. I'm just saying.
Over 30 years ago, never happened.
No, this was like, you know, don't give up a date, don't. I was straight. Let's just say that. That's before I started fucking with females.
Sure.
He know though. He found out in 2012 and he was like,
He might have needed some evidence.
no, I told, well, no, girl, he know. No, I just told him when he wanted to meet up for some reason, you know, and everything. And
What'd he say?
I was like, I got a confession. I told him, he was like, that was you. And I was like, he said, but when I called you, you was at your mama's house. Nigga, I just drove that fast to my mama's house. You know what I'm saying? Then he was like, so when I asked your motherfucking ass where your car was, you said it was in the shop. I said, yeah. He said, but what was it? I said, it was because it smelled like gasoline.
So I bet you probably never did nothing like that to a woman.
I ain't have to.
And they was
You
all
know what?
staying with
The
her.
women really never got that side of me. You know what I'm saying or whatever. Now I don't put my hands on one. That was the one I was telling you about that had the girl at the house.
Listen, Andrew.
Yeah, it's Virgo. But other than that, they never got that side of me because I just started trying to change my life.
Would you forgive a man who hit you?
Would I forgive a man that hit me?
Yeah.
I mean, I forgave my baby daddy. I used to beat him up though. We used to tussle. I'm not one of them. You hit me, we fight. I'm not one of them that balls up and all that. We getting out there. I didn't have no training for boxing for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, and my daddy wasn't no fool. I grew up around violence. I grew up around that. You know what I'm saying? My dad I was dad's little girl.
He used to beat you up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You say what?
He used to beat you up?
Who, my daddy?
Yeah.
Well, I used to be fighting my cousin them. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Or whatever. But no, my daddy didn't. I just seen that, and that's what I knew. You know what I'm saying? So as I've gotten older, that's what I've always fought. You know what I'm saying? So dealing with a man that think he gonna put his hands on me, oh no, we're not doing that. So yeah, it was only one, no, 2.
So outside of burlesque dancing, what should the people be looking for from you? You said you be out here in these clubs. What you?
Well, no, only time I go out is like if I have to perform, but that's like on the gay scene.
Okay.
But I do have something coming up Thursday at some club. I was just booked for whatever. But like I said, I don't show nudity, but I'll be, you know what I'm saying, my little, you know, lingerie type stuff or whatever. You know, I teach dance, I teach R&B, I teach, I used to do fitness in heels, working out in heels and stuff like that. But I always, when I did that, it was always the gay guys coming to me on that part. I don't know why, but yeah, and that's about it.
You said you still teach. What area you teaching?
No, I don't know these areas yet, so I'm sure.
Okay, you about
yeah,
to
find like a studio and everything like that.
Would you
Yeah,
date
no
a
more
feminine man?
A feminine man?
Yeah.
I was gonna say she said
What
they
you
was
call
TK.
feminine? Like who would you
Yeah,
call?
like a bitch. Like, you act like a girl.
Oh no, I don't want no, hell no.
But he just like pussy.
That's that. To each his own. He can continue to like pussy, but if you acting like me, nah.
She said that she don't like catty men.
Yeah, remember I told you when I'm coming still. Yeah, he was too catty. Like, and I'm not gonna fuck with a man that's gonna argue with bitches on the internet. I don't do that. I ain't even finna argue with you on the internet. So What I look like? I'm fucking with a nigga and you going back and forth with some bitch you don't know.
Hello.
Typing all caps, gangster. That's not gangster to me, so. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying.
You ain't gotta leave yet. We gotta tell them about. Oh, I thought you was like I'm done.
Okay, literally, it's no pressure. We appreciate you coming, and we'll be back in a minute. We pose like 5 seconds for the picture.
Oh, it's just on. Oh.
Here's your screenshot. I appreciate it.